Welcome back to another episode of Project Architect. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at who we got as a friend today, as you can probably see from the thumbnail. Let's get right into the episode. Okay, so I have some plans that I want to do. First, I made this guitar. So last time we set up a good old vault. When you click this, it opens. You click the elevator, it sends this elevator up at a very slow pace, I'd like to mention. But I don't want this interface. I just set it up for the episode, and I don't think you guys even saw that, but I set this up so I could, click it instead of having this button down here. I press call elevator, and it sends up this elevator. This, by the way, I would like to mention, was not an easy process. I had to set up two separate sequenced gear shafts to do this, and it was very complicated. And I also put these inverted white lamps here. I thought these were really cool. They give off a lot of light too, but when you're ready to go back up, you click open the hatch. So now if you press the send elevator button, this sends you up to the top. I don't want this terminal. I want to have it in my hands, like something I put in my hands and I can open and close this thing. Again, I don't want to keep doing this, close it down, all this stuff. Too much work. So there are these cool fancy things called computers. They're very easy to make. Like super easy to do. There are also advanced computers, which again are very easy to make. You also get the wireless version, which I think is really important. So we're going to do that. So there are some simple commands that you can do. So let's put this computer down. Files beginning with blah, blah, blah are hidden from the list. And let's set us up a nice little monitor. So this is a computer. As you can see, since we've accessed it, it started blinking. And this is the monitor. Now, if I look up programs, we have a list of commands. If I just do monitor, write, hello. Look, it runs hello world on the right monitor. This is just an example. But let's get into the more fun stuff that doesn't require these. So say I want to let's power a redstone lamp. All right, this is a very simple example, but it shows the power of the computer. So I'm gonna set this redstone lamp up here. So if I do redstone set right to a value of 1, as you can see, this is powered like so, but this is not. If I set the value to 2, not 22, to 2, it's gonna power this redstone lamp. It's a very simple thing, but you can make your own command that you type in that will do that function, like the redstone function, or delete, or eject, or do GPS, or monitor, paint, stuff like that. Power of 13. I don't want this tool anymore.
Day 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a rough ride. It's actually been a couple days. So let me explain what's going on. So basically, I set up this flux point. The power is coming from this guy over here to this blazing furnace. As you see over here, I have obviously my bunker, and this control panel is now gone. Not a problem anymore. With the power of computers, if I click this and open the door opens. If I call the lift comes up. And I sped that up, by the way. I also sped this up. Then I send the lift. I can close the door. That closes. And we're here. Now let me show you guys what I did down here, just to show you guys the progress. I made this room look a lot nicer. It was a mess in here, so I just kind of cleaned it up. What I did was I put a cogwheel in front of the water wheel so that it would increase the speed when I added a small one, which is great. I just did that on both sides and made sure the water flow was perfect, so it wouldn't be like a slowed down water wheel. This is the fastest water wheel I could get. There's probably better ways, but now the real question you're probably asking is, Evan, how in the world are you getting it to open the door and do this? Like, how did you get this? So let me explain. There is a website for the computer craft thing, CC Tweaked. Now, a guy on a website made a program that you can actually control redstone with. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description to the video that I saw about it and the link to the actual website, because that's how this is working. Basically, this is a computer, an advanced computer on a modem with a bundled cable on the back with bundled cables leaving this and heading to their respective redstone outputs. Now, as you can see, I have this blue one, this one with the frequency set here for this one, and it's the same here. As you can see, same frequency, and it closes or uses this side of the door. Then we also have white and purple. Gave them a different frequency. But yeah, now that all functions off of a Pocket computer, which is awesome. And I could do more than this. This isn't the only thing I'm stuck to. This is just the example that I have, and it's working great. But I did all of this off camera, just setting all this up. But I was basically sit back in my chair watching hundreds of YouTube tutorials trying to get this to work. But now that we got it working, we can now go down here. I use these inverted cyan lamps down this. I thought it would look pretty futuristic. We come into here and look at this room. It's pretty trash at the moment. I have some plans I want to do with it. There is going to be something very specific inside this room that you probably see from the title. We're going to have ourselves a little friend. Now, this friend isn't only going to just be here as a friend, but it's also going to be here and have a purpose. Now, the big thing I want to do is set up like a crafting station thing here. Controller, disk drive, crafting grid, pattern grid, fluid grid. Now we just need some power. Let's do it with the flux stuff. Now that I figured it out, I think it'd be pretty cool. If we set a flux point down here, and then we're going to create a new network and name it Bunker Power. Soon we're going to get these things connected to reactors and stuff, but I think for now we'll just take one of these blazing boys and just connect her to this. So now if we take, let's do network selection, power, so that's transferring it. Yep, look at there. I can see it turned on. Look at there. And all that's powered. We put some disk drives in there, and we have ourselves a grid. You can't be serious right now. Now, the walls, I really don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I'm kind of still figuring that whole thing out. And as you can see, I kind of just put some glowstone blocks around to fill in the gaps. But I'm going to set up a dissolution chamber thing. We're going to make some crafters. Oh, I'd like to mention, if I click this thing, look, I added a lot more trinkets to my thing. Cook it up. We get a neutral processor. We learned that. Boom. Gold crafter. We learned that. Learnt. I don't even think I need a diamond crafter, but you know what? Just for the speed, the pure speed of it, I mean, I'll take it. Sure, why not? All right, so there needs to be a cable coming from all three of these, from here all the way to our ME system. I didn't really think that through. Very nice. Okay, we got ourselves a little room back here looking pretty snazzy. Futuristic to say the least. All right, so we're gonna need 3 dissolution chambers. I don't know if this whole room is just gonna be the dissolution chambers, but we can make it that way. And my goal is to make it as flush as possible. So get all the items. We're gonna break these guys out, suck them in, pause.
What do you mean by that?
These underneath are all gonna need cables, and we'll connect those. And then we're gonna need to run this cable to here. Okay, so we're gonna go bam, bam. Okay, now we grab some cables. Very nice. All right, all the auto crafters lighting up, which they are, and they're all showing the dissolution chamber, which is correct. Okay, so now we need to get fluid into these guys. So we're gonna do, all right, so bam, bam, shoot. All right, so these all need power, so I'm just gonna do this, how I'm doing it here. All right, these energy tanks will come back later. Okay, so if we take an advanced one of these guys and take some network receivers, shift click, shift click, shift click. This one is gonna be really easy to set up with the latex. So instead of extracting it into this, what we're gonna do, but for now, what we can do is fill that up with latex. Now, actually, do I want this to pump into there? I don't think I do, actually. I think I want this to pump, not into that, but into my fluids thing. Okay, so there's some things I think I'm missing. So let me go back up to this thing up here. I need to make some fluid drives. So we'll start off with the 64K fluid part, which we can do. Right, so I have the EMC link and I have some cables. Very, very nice. So then we can store these fluid drives in there. Okay. So any fluid that we import into here will be shown. Actually, if we just get a cable, get some cables, get a importer. So we grab a cable, bring it up to here, do a importer, set this to fluids, and then this should automatically get items. All right, so these are all set to fluids. We're going to want to push the output out, pull from the top, okay? Instead of piping it into this, why can't I pipe it into one of those network things? Take network card, shift click that, add it to the stack of receivers. Bam. Card. Okay, if I check fluids now, there we go. We have fluids coming in now. These don't have anything in them, but at least it doesn't look stupid now. Very, very nice. So now we have fluids in our system. But with this, so if we do processing and we look up, so let's say we need to do the pattern for our speed upgrades, right? These guys, these speed upgrades. This needs latex and these items, right? So it takes the latex, takes the items we need, and makes a pattern. We take this pattern, run it to here. We slot it in this guy. So, in theory, if I go into this and I want to make a speed tier 2, I click this, start the crafting, and it's just missing glass panes, which we can make tons of. Okay, so with that setup now, if I come over to here, this will craft start 1, start. It should now do it. There we go. Okay, I just had to set the fluid into the back. So what it'll do is it'll make it, boom, send it out here. So if I look up speed, I already have one. Awesome. And this one also requires latex, so we can start a crafting grid for it. This pattern can also go into here because it's also using latex. So now, start clear. If I run over here, should have started. It does. You don't want to lock this because it's not going to be the same crafting recipe each time. But then, boom, takes the efficiency, sends it out, comes back to here. I don't have to look at it every time, I just like to. But now comes the real fun part, this thing. Now, if you know, and you have you like your little friends, if you like friends, we're going to have a friend today. This guy is going to be set up in a very fun way. We need our bases, our fluid laser base and our laser drill. I know I have an advanced machine frame up here. So we have those. We can now make the stasis chamber. I had to go kill some gas, by the way, to do this. All right, so these are the 3 main things we need. I'm going to set up a flux network here for us, a flux plug and point for us. All right, so this is going to be set up on a new network, bunker power, as so. This is going to hold a good friend of ours. So we have our stasis chamber here, and anything in this area, if you don't know what a stasis chamber does, when powered, will freeze. Like, it's so hard to make things move. So that's where this is going to be. The stasis chamber is going to be rocked up here. All right, so next we want the laser drill. The laser drill basically needs to be on top of him. Okay, so if we set this fluid laser base here, I think we should be getting some particles. Yep. So, first thing I want to do is power. See, I wanted to hang everything from here, but all this stuff does not hang well. Flux this onto our bunker power, so this should get power, yes. And that means that anything inside of this should be frozen. So let's see, I should get hit by this? Yeah. Oh, man, it's bad. All right, I think our efficiency upgrade is done. This is not on it at all. Like, this needs to be directly on it, I just realized. Very, very nice. Okay, we just need 2 things of clear glass to close this thing down. We're ready to go. But first, let me get a name tag. I'm not really worried about the enchants or anything. I'm just kind of here for the fun. All right, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? All right, keep it up. Keep it up. We're doing great. Okay, keep leveling up. You are killing it. Name tag. Absolute goat. You are what we call the goat. I'll place you right here. Let's get a name tag. All right, we're going to name him Phil. I need to be ready to kill. So if I'm not mistaken and I build him like this, he will face that way. Right? All right, and this is functioning. No, he's faced the wrong way. No. Over here, buddy. Phil. Phil. Phil, over here, buddy. Why are you faced this way? There we go. We got Phil. This should, in theory, this should be sucking the juices off of him.
What do you mean by that?
Unless this is too far and I have to kill him, which is yeah, it's too far. Yeah, it needs to be one closer. That's why I want it there. Okay, can I kill it from here? I didn't actually have to kill him. I don't know why I thought I had to. No. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna break this. I got an enchanted voodoo puppet. Okay. So he did not want to listen. So how do I get the laser onto his face? Okay, so with this setup, we have the laser drill. We have the purple lens with the efficiency upgrade. I'm slowed. With this all set up, all I need to do while I'm in here, I know Phil is going to be really friendly with us, but I want to make sure, I believe in you, Phil. I really do. If I face it this way, maybe he'll rotate to the way I want him to be. Wait. How? 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 He was in the... How? He was inside the thing! Bruv. He was inside the stasis chamber. How did he blow it up? I don't think it's saved, so I think I can Alt F4, restart it, and I'll be okay. Oh, joining world. It definitely didn't. I'm screwed. It's definitely already nuked. Like, I'm going to be looking down in my nuked base. Look, watch. I'm going to close my eyes. And when I open them, everything's going to be nuked. God. All right, I think I can guarantee this will work. There's no way this wouldn't work. Let's give this a whirl. Give it a whirl. If you can't tell, I'm nervous it's going to do it again. All right, does this have power? Does everything's got to have power, all right? Stasis chamber has power. Has power. All right, I'm going to keep the showing area on till it's actually in there. All right, this should not be free to move at all. Okay, it can't move. Phil has a mind of his own sometimes, as you can see. Phil sometimes likes to work at his own pace, okay? Hi, Phil. This happens a lot, Phil. Don't you worry. This is not the first time. As it's set up, hello, Phil, should be all good. I think we're in the clear. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is making ether gas. Finally. Break that. And then we want this to this. I just thought of something genius. Why not just set it up back here? And have it suck from the back. Pause. And there we go. We are now making ether gas with Phil V2. Hello, Phil. How are you doing? You're doing great. You have a lot of health, and that is what we call concerning. So we want to chunk load this. Yep, force loaded. All right, this area is force loaded. So this should always, hypothetically, these should be always running. At least this area. I think so. So this wither will not get out. Very sick. Look at that. Phil's in there getting all kinds of fun stuff. What this glass needs to be the dark connected glass, honestly, because I don't want it getting out. First, get this pink slime generating. But we want to add, like here, this stuff, one more layer down, you know? Start adding it down here. We tearing this hoe down. All right, so this is going to get filled up with that pink stuff, you know what I'm saying? That stuff's got to get deposited to the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now, these hoes need power. And there's a 5x5, so 1, 2, I can place right here. All right, then we add the speed upgrades. This thing going to be zooming. There you go. All right, look. So now this should be, if I'm not mistaken, taking all the pink slime out this hoe. Let's see. Does this update? It does. All right, perfect. Now we just need to go set our other network card, which I'm going to keep it a stack. I think I threw away. What's up, my boy Phil? My boy Phil killing it right now. Finally. So now we can do pink slime stuff. Dope. This thing is working awesome. It's producing pink slime, and all the items that we get also go into our ME system. This thing is transporting all of the items, actually, to it, and this is our pink slime producer. Our bunker with the little button works. Everything's working so far. Phil has not exploded our base entirely just yet, which is a plus. Cool, and this isn't the only layer, by the way. There is dude, I'm going to get, like, a whole create elevator to go down. Yeah, I'm going to set up some auto crafting stuff off camera. I already have some in these, but there's things I need ether gas for. Like if I go to ether gas, you can make like the infinity nukes, which I don't even know what that does, but it's sick. all kinds of cool stuff. So it's good to have it. It's awesome to have it. And thank you to Phil. I'm going to say hi to Phil. Phil, I appreciate you, Phil. Appreciate you guys stopping by today. If you guys do enjoy these videos, you know what you got to do down below. I got some more content coming, not only Project Architect, but other stuff in mind. We're going to say bye to Phil for today, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.